let's dive into the crypto markets with Valkyrie Chief Investment Officer Steve McClurg. Welcome back, Steve.
Hey, thanks for having me. And I'm still reeling from watching Night at the Improv with Lawrence earlier.
Thank you. Thank you. You will play the role of Jesse Powell in our UCB skit. So Binance, as speaking of parodies, BNB token, it's up today. It got down to a 6-month low. What's going on here? I mean, first of all, why is it back up? What do you think the market is thinking is going on with BNB, given, you had a little bit of, you had some money leave the exchange for a little while. And, we also saw some, there are alts that the SEC might maybe deem as a security, or pretty much said so in their lawsuit. Those guys got crushed. What's going on here, and what does it mean for a general crypto market, and what does it mean for altcoins?
Well, I'm going to be the first to say that I don't know what's going on.
That's good.
Just like FTX, we never had exposure to FTX. We couldn't figure out what was going on there. When we were evaluating them, over a year ago to work on their platform, we couldn't get the proper due diligence, so we never used them. Binance, same thing. I don't know if they're solid. I don't know if they're a scam. Frankly, I don't care. We took a look. We passed. Never worked with them. Never held coins there. And I say all that because I think a lot of other people are feeling the same way. So that overall sentiment is probably what's driving the price of BNB and what's driving people removing coins from the exchange.
Did you have lunch with CZ when you were looking at them?
I've actually never had lunch with CZ. I did meet him briefly once, actually this year. Yeah,
don't run the SEC now.
I've never had a conversation with him.
So I kind of want to get to the macro stories, but just real quick, because obviously we're seeing interest rate hikes in Canada. The Australians, are looking to, they've raised rates. People still care about Australia. U.S. though, next week it looks like the market pretty much has decided that it's not going to raise rates. You look at what people are predicting next week. 25 basis points not happening. It's going to be 0. But July, market's predicting 25 basis point hike. What gives?
Yeah, I'm in that camp as well. I think it's very prudent that the Fed has decided to stop raising rates at the moment, primarily because we do have a banking crisis on our hands right now, and we also have a dollar confidence crisis. So if you look at the number of deposits that have left the U.S., we're talking about $650 billion in banking deposits have left the U.S. this year. And U.S. isn't the only one. Switzerland has also seen a large amount of deposits leave its banking system as well. And they're moving to places like Singapore, Dubai, other jurisdictions where they feel like their money is a little safer. So, and with continued interest rate hikes, the Fed would put many other banks in danger and to further lose that confidence. So that's why we're on pause. A lot of people are also pointing to CPI data saying, well, CPI is down. It's just north of 4%. It's likely to go lower. We're trending downward. I actually think that we're just in a reversion to the mean scenario with inflation, where 4% plus is still very high, but we're not seeing the 12 to 18% clips. But I do likely think that we're going to see that again. I think, I'm watching oil very closely. I believe oil will probably double in price this year, which will drive the rest of inflation. And that will force the Fed to continue to raise rates to try to stave off inflation through the last half of the year.
Steve, thank you very much for joining us this morning. That was Valkyrie Chief Investment Officer Steve McClurg.